Hi there, this is Nikki Rowland, and today I have a layout for Lottie Loves Paper. I am using the Simple Stories Bro & Co collection that is available at Lottie Loves Paper, so head on over and take a look. Today I am making a layout, recording the details of all the things my husband says wrong. Now, my husband gets a lot of his words mixed up and wrong all the time. He makes me really laugh. It's so funny, that some of the things that he comes out with, and we both have a laugh about it and call them Ben-isms. Obviously he's called Ben. We have a giggle about this, and there are some real classic ones that we've laughed about for years. You know, some of these happened 10 years ago or more, and yeah, so I thought today was the day to record them. I have this great photo of him hiding. So there's me trying to take a selfie and him covering his face with his part of his coat or hoodie. He shouts out every time I do this, and he just doesn't want his photo taken. He's like, no illegal photos. Illegal photos always makes me laugh. That was going to go on here, but unfortunately I ran out of room. I thought I would feature the fabulous foam thickers. They're not thickers, they are foam phrase stickers by Simple Stories. And they have these really great words on, and I thought I would use loads of them, but then I realised that actually I couldn't fit in any of the Ben-isms that I wanted to document, so I had to take them off in the end, unfortunately. So quite a few of them that are on here actually don't make it onto the main layout, so they get moved, because say I wanted to put some of my own in there, and they just wouldn't quite fit. So yeah, I had to have a rethink and a rearrange. But you can see the idea, and if you wanted to do a layout using all of the words from the foam phrase stickers, then this would be a great way to use them. So I have gone for a vertical design, so I have stripes of that fabulous strips even of that fabulous paper down the side. I have stripes, horizontal stripes, so this is kind of weird because it's a vertical design but it's got horizontal stripes on it, so I love the way that horizontal stripes look going on the vertical, if that makes sense. I just think it looks really good. You see all the colours, and you really get the effect of the multi-stripe. So it's one of my favourite things to do with striped paper that's heavily striped like this. So I've torn the edges and I've done it down both sides, and I have another strip of a different colour, over on the just tucked under, so you can see just a tiny amount of it. So I did a very similar thing with my previous layout using Bro & Co Simple Stories. I did large torn strip at the top and a small amount underneath that too, but it was the other way around, so it was a horizontal design, not vertical. So yeah, just a different way of doing paper tearing, which is back in fashion completely. Okay, so I'm happy with where my photo is going to be. I've just mounted it onto a piece of kind of denim blue pattern paper from the Bro & Co collection, and then I'm going to just add some embellishments around it, because it does need something, even though it's in this very kind of blocked design where you've got all the words going around it. I still need something to go around my photo, so I have taken a sticker which is like a tire tread, and I've cut it in half, and I've put a bit on the left and a bit of the photos. The missing section is underneath my photo, so you can't see it, and then I've added some stickers to the right, a star, a like circle, snooze, my husband loves to snooze, there's a mobile phone sticking out to the right as well. So there's just a few things there just to give my photo a little bit of extra interest, rather than it just being a square there all by itself. I've realised that now that I can't fit everything in, so I had to move all the words off again, so that I can fit in the words that I wanted to include. So I have got Ben-isms, which is my title, and then underneath I've obviously got the word epic from the Simple Stories foam stickers sheet, and then I have added gilfs and flies, and I've got a couple more to add too. So these are explained in the journaling, but in case you're wondering what is a gilf, this is my husband only during lockdown realizing what a GIF is, right? This cracks me up. He's not really that technical, and he'd never heard of a GIF before, and he read it wrong and thought it was a GILF. So he comes to tell me all about these really awesome moving pictures called GILFs, which absolutely cracked me up. Just it was the most hilarious thing ever. And then flies, he once said, oh yeah, we like flies in the night. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? What he actually meant was we're like ships that pass in the night. So yeah, he really does make me laugh when he gets these things muddled up. And the Blackberries was back in the day when we had Blackberry phones as opposed to iPhones, and he was on the phone to O2 giving them an earful because his Blackberries weren't coming through his emails. That one is the best one that we have laughed about for years and years and years and years. And then Dave is just his answer to literally anything he doesn't know the answer to. So I was like, oh, what's that guy's name? Looking at an actor or something. Oh, it's Dave. I'm like, oh, right, okay, so you just don't know then. No. And also, you know, other questions as well, like, what's for dinner? Dave. Oh, great. So that's another Ben-ism, very much so. And there's loads more. I have loads and loads and loads, but I couldn't fit them all on. So I'll have to do a second layout, maybe a facing page to document the rest. Okay, so I've finished all of my wording there. I'm just now adding some foam pads under my paper layers so that I can have a little bit of extra dimension there. I'd kind of tacked everything in place without fully sticking. So I'd only, for the wide pieces, I'd only stuck the outside edges. So yeah, I just needed to secure those with a few extra foam pads. And to the left of my photo, I've added a few more bits now. So I've added a box of French fries, I've added a black heart, and yeah, I think that's it at the moment. Another brad maybe, I think there's a brad there. And I'm just going through and adding some those black hearts I've just realised are bramble fox hearts. Now I don't often have a use for black hearts because normally hearts to be red or happy colours, and black always makes me think, oh, that's a bit, you know. So I had a whole bunch of hearts set from Bramble Fox, and all the black ones were left. So I just thought this is ideal for this layout because obviously I love him, he's my husband. Yeah, it doesn't need to be red or pretty pink colours. Black ones work really well and go completely perfectly with this collection and the page that I'm doing. So I thought I'd stick those on. So there's a few of those on the layout there. So you can see what I'm doing now is just writing in my journaling. So I'm just using quite a small black fine liner pen, so 0.1, so really tiny actually, so it's allowed me to get lots of wording in. I mean, I haven't written loads, I've just written the things that I told you basically, but you know, it's more than normal and it's more than a couple of lines, so it did need to be fairly small. So now I'm going through the brads pack. So these brads from the Simple Stories Bro & Co collection are real brads. They're not adhesive, they're real ones. You actually have to pierce them through the paper and split them on the other side. I think that's great because then they stay in place as opposed to ping off later, which is a real bugbear of mine. So great to have actual real brads in this collection. So I'm piercing the paper and adding some brads through. So that one to the left of the photo is just a striped one. The one to the right is a set of headphones, and the one down the bottom is just orange. So it was just nice to give an extra bit of colour. I like the texture of them as well. They're real enamelly and shiny as well. So they look really good. Now just coming in with some enamel dots. So they are from the Bro & Co collection as well. Obviously the colours coordinate perfectly, and because I have a reasonable amount going on here, but the layout, the background is quite white, so it could definitely be peppered with lots of little enamel dots there. And that is me done. So I hope you enjoyed this layout and my crazy husband and his funny phrases that he says. And it might give you some inspiration to scrapbook someone you know and the things that they say too. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. That was Nikki Rowland for Lottie Loves Paper.